Hello, Spartan fans, and welcome to our latest edition of the MBU Basketball Coaches Show. I'm alongside head coach Taylor Jarvis. Taylor, you're 5-0. You're tied for the best start since the 2018-19 season. That's the last time the Spartans started 5-0. How you guys feeling?
Feel good. The biggest focus right now is going 1-0. Trying to teach or treat every game as an individual game to continue to stack, and then learn from our past game to try to continue to keep improving on our next game. So I feel really good at where we're at. We're going to have another great day of preparation and practice today and get ready for Culver on Wednesday.
You just defeated Clark 82-74. We were tied, 37-37 at halftime.
Yep.
Outscored them by 8 in the second half. Here's a stat I want to give you. In the second half on the season, you have outscored teams 228-176. That's a plus 52 second half margin. What kind of adjustments are you making in the locker room?
It's really trying to make sure our guys get back to doing what we need to do and what we do. In the first half of games, you're feeling out the opponent. You already have an expectation of what they're going to do and what we need to do. But at halftime, we have a really smart group that's able to adjust and able to come back in and focus on the things that really matter, as well as a really good staff that highlights different areas that we have to target in the second half. So I feel like that's been the biggest reason why we've had success in the second half. And then the other side is just we have a team full of winners. And the second half of the game is winning time. And our guys buy into making winning plays. And it's shown kind of in the point differential in the second half that they're making those adjustments to make winning plays because our guys are winners.
We talked a little bit about this in the post-game interview after the game on Saturday, but Marquise Lewis, 24 points, 9 of 10 shooting. Talk about that performance.
So that's kind of the expectation for him. When he's around the rim, he's super high percentage. He's really good over each shoulder, and he's really good off his pivots. He's an emotional leader for us. He's a physical leader for us. But when he has those types of games, and if we can shoot the ball a little bit better, it's going to be really hard to guard us because then you can't help in. You can't double him. And he's really hard to guard 1v1. So, I'd take him over anybody in the conference. If we put the ball down at the block, I think he's got a pretty good chance of scoring it.
We talked about this already, but you're 5-0. What's impressed you from your team so far to get to this point so far in the season?
I think it's, winning ugly. And we haven't always won pretty, and we haven't always strung together perfect basketball. But these guys have shown that they can win when it's ugly, or when, like the last game, we shot 3 for 23 from the three-point line. The first game, we shot 60% from the free throw line. So even with some of these, glaring stats that usually lead to not having the success that we're having, we're able to still have success and find ways to win. That's what's been most impressive to me, but a lot of that is how they handle adversity and their response to when things go bad. They're able to control that and then make sure that they make the play to adjust, to make sure that they're making winning plays, even when we're struggling in different areas.
You know what that tells me is your team knows how to win, and your team knows how to find ways to win. So I think you're doing a great job with that, Coach. Two players I want to spotlight besides Marquise, of course, Preston Fortner and Drew Kegeris. Preston, he's the John Stockton of your offense. He's dishing out the assists. Just talk about the way he facilitates the ball for you.
Yeah, so Preston he's done a great job. He's been with us for a long time, so he knows Coach Chris and I. He knows the expectation. He's grown so much as a vocal leader and a communicator. He's just a smart basketball player. Last year, he went through his ups and downs, but he always took care of the basketball. This year, he's surrounded by people that complement him just a little bit better, so he's able to get jiggy at times and be able to play in ball screens in his space, and he's always going to get the ball to where it needs to get to. I'm just really proud of Preston, his growth, his ability to impact the game, and what he's done in his time here. And then Drew's been big for us since he's came back. He's a great shooter and he can really score the basketball, but he makes a lot of winning plays, and he's a great defender and he defends the rim well. He's one of our best guys. If you stick him on a shooter, he has great closeouts, and he's got good size, and he's been one of our better rebounders in crucial moments. And he's another one that, you look at him, you're like, he's good offensively, but he makes a lot of winning plays. Even when he's struggling offensively, he impacts the game in a lot of different ways.
Fortner's averaging 5.6 assists per game, which is a top performer in the conference in that category. And Kegeris, in just 3 games, is shooting 30% from three for you guys and is averaging 10 points per game.
And if you go back to, I think it was our first coaches show, I said, Preston Fortner, you got to watch out for him. He's going to be the best point guard in the heart of America. He's showing that right now. His assist numbers are only going to go up because we're only going to get better as a team. And I'll stand on Preston. He's going to be one of the most impactful players in the heart of America.
He's certainly played great so far. Let's talk about this week. First matchup is against Culver Stockton Wednesday night. The Wildcats are 2-4, 0-1 in Hart Conference play. MBU leads the all-time series 6-4. And last year, you went to Culver Stockton and defeated them 90-70 in their home gym.
Yeah, so coach over there, he's a friend of mine. He's a good coach. It was last year I was grateful to get my first.
That was your first win, wasn't it?
Over there.
That's right.
I still have the ball down there in my office, and so this game means a lot to me, especially year two and kind of how we've started, just being able to get back to kind of self-reflect on the hard work of getting to where we're at this season off kind of what built from last season, and then going against Coach Hobbs because he's a good friend. He's a good coach. Culver's been a little inconsistent. They've had some really good games, and they got two kids that can really score it. So he can beat anybody on any night. They just played Grandview really close. So we're going to have to bring our best basketball to make sure that we come out not lackadaisical and make a statement from the jump. But I feel like we have a really good opportunity in front of us to continue to stack to go 1-0.
And speaking of Grandview, we're currently in the midst of a 4-game homestand here for MBU men's basketball. Grandview's this Saturday. They're 6-2, 1-0 in the heart. I mean, last year we played a close matchup against them in 89-84 loss in overtime. That was one of the first few games of the season last year.
It was, and to be honest, I thought it was going to be my first collegiate win last year. And Brevin McMullen, we had a draw up. He hit a three to tie it in the corner off a hammer action. We went into overtime feeling good. We weren't able to pull it off. The Heart of America is littered with great coaches, and coach over there is a really good coach. And last year, I felt like he outcoached me in the second half of that game. So that game is a little personal to me because I want to be able to get back and show the Heart of America after last year and show Grandview that we're a team that they need to be worried about and that they need to be ready for. So I can't wait for both of these games. They're both meaningful and personal to me. So I think we'll be well motivated and well prepared for both these games coming up.
I love that Grandview is averaging 87 points per game, but we've talked about in previous shows, the Spartan defense is stingy. I think we're one of the teams amongst the defensive leaders in the conference, especially in steals per game, over 9 steals per contest. So you're talking about bringing one of the top offenses against one of the top defenses in the conference.
Yeah, and one of the stats that I saw is we gave up no offensive rebounds against Clark. I've never coached a team from third graders to college to whatever to give us 0 offensive rebounds and 2 fast break points.